Hello world, I am AgitatedCrane and we are back in Call of Cthulhu. We are in Pierce residence, I believe. We have a bunch of stuff to investigate. We have main objective to look at the painting, which is probably painted with oil paints from Cthulhu oil, so fun to be had. I haven't played in a while. I feel like I'm saying this like in each game that I'm playing. This is because I'm playing a bunch of games, and I actually like record a bunch of episodes with one game, and then I will switch to another game, record a bunch of episodes there. And so because I'm switching like 4 or 5 even games at this point, the game that I started with, I continue after like a few weeks, so that's actually not helpful with keeping up with the story and controls, for example. But since I see we have a riddle there, but since I'm fairly invested in this story and I like Kitten, who is hidden right now somewhere. I don't know where. So I think I remember most of the stuff. We are investigating Hawking's murder. Well, not murder. Death, I should say. We learned that was it Charles Hawkins? Also, this is not Pierce residence, I am Pierce. We are in Sanders residence. We learned that, yeah, Charles Hawkins is alive. Presumably. I don't know if Cthulhu implants are considered to be alive. We are here because this lady, Sarah Hawkins, sold a bunch of paintings to this guy, Francis Sanders, who died in... was it previous video or the one before? In the Riverside... was it Riverside? Come on. Yeah, Riverside Institute. And he mentioned Shambler during his death, I believe. And Shambler is actually a painting. So we are here with his lovely wife, Irene, to look at the painting and probably learn something more about what the fuck is going on. So, I do want to read all the new stuff and probably try to level up. I did decide that investigation is the most important skill in this game, since we can't increase occultism and medicine through levels up. I'm going to dump strength completely. I did see that spot hidden actually plays a role, but I want to say that you can actually play without it. Well, obviously, right? But how should I put it? I still have no idea what spot hidden does. Like, I know it helps us to see some stuff that otherwise we would not be seeing. Like, for example, I think we were finding valve handles in previous mission, but there were other ways around that mission, so we didn't really need them. So I'm not sure if it helps us find lore pieces or not. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm considering dumping it again. Psychology, we haven't used that much to this point. I'm not sure if this is because it's too low for us, or maybe there just wasn't much stuff to psychologize. But let's eloquence. I think I'm not sure we will be speaking that much with people, but I feel like Kitten will have some eloquence options, so let's go that way. Our sanity, I believe, is still great. We did see some gnarly stuff, but I managed to avoid something as well. So we are shaken, but not stirred. That should be fine. The case, that's the missions. Dark water inhabitants. I wanted to check on Dr. Fuller. Dr. Fuller reigns as the undisputed master of the Riverside Institute and of its cellars, in which he carries out illegal experiments on his patients. I don't know what he has done to me, but I shouldn't be back on my feet so soon after my fall, when the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion caved in. This man is dangerous, and I would swear that he knows more about all this business than he is willing to tell. So I will have you know that we did get, I think it's something like clues. We did see a photo right here. We have Charles Hawkins, we have Dr. Fuller, and we have, damn it, Captain Fitzroy. These three guys, I'm convinced that they are in cahoots. This is Cthulhu hybrid at this point. This is the guy who turned them Cthulhu hybrid, and this is the guy who actually caught Cthulhu. Not Cthulhu, I think it's something, I believe it's Leviathan. He did lose, no, we did see his old photo, which was supposedly his grandfather or something, but it looked exactly like him. The only difference was that the grandfather was missing a leg. I am convinced that there was some Cthulhu implantation going on, or maybe just regeneration from eating the meat. So yeah. Anyway, Irene. It's clear that she holds Sarah Hawkins responsible for the death of her husband. Well, yeah. But what I don't understand about Irene Sanders is this mix of sadness and insensitivity. It looks like she had given up on her husband long before his horrid death in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. Alright. And I don't believe we have seen much else. So let's start looking around this poor woman's house.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I'm sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you, because I have already eaten it or fed it to someone. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest of condolences to you. Thomas Fuller. They probably fed the man to someone. To that chained Leviathan, probably. Or they resurrected him. I'm not sure what is worse. Can we... I want to see this photo.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Yeah, Sarah looks excited. A photograph of Sarah Hawkins next to the Sanders. They must be close. Ooh, really? Okay, let's look into this. Nice. What are we looking at?
A house of artists.
Yeah, sure. What are we looking for? Oh, this perhaps. Psychology, damn
Francis
it.
Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Lovers. Is there anything else? What am I not seeing? This perhaps. Ah, investigation. Great.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. Why
Oh.
did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Well, it was painted with the Cthulhu oil. Obviously.
A house of artists.
Oh, right.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
Does it look like her, maybe? No. I can't see shit. What? What?
The Shambler. I need to see it.
No, we don't. We leave this cursed place. We keep our eyes and we sail home. We pour ourselves some whiskey and we say, fuck this place. Jesus. Okay. Game face. Ooh! Breviary of Medicine. The second volume in the series covers everything from gas gangrene to trench nephritis. In addition to a precise and detailed study, the book presents some avant-garde theories. The incredible complexity of this book reserves it for medical experts. And me. Nice. Oh. Hold on. I know this shit. This is a hidey place. I hope they are just reusing the model and I'm not going to have to hide here. Oh. Okay. So this is going to be a musical puzzle which we are going to fail because I have no musical talent or like hearing at all, so that this is going to be disastrous. Okay, I feel like this room has been explored. I hope you agree. Mountains. Wait, is this the same painting? In different seasons, I guess. What are you? Why are you not playing? Guest part standard phonograph. Actually, I'm happy that you are not playing. Do you believe I actually got the DMCA strike on my first video because of the song? I had to dispute it.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Oh. An audio recording that Francis Sanders left for his wife Irene. I hope this is not a song. Kitten. Closed. Can we break it? Probably can. Okay, let's try this then. In front of his wife.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
Well,
can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
I'm not crazy, there was a musical tune, right?
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that Irene,
Alright.
I made a mistake.
I was hoping I can skip
I fear
to the
that
music
it might be
cue.
too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids. Each time I shut my eyes.
Yeah, there is music, but as I said, I have like no
Can't take any more.
musical sense, nothing, so we are just going to mash the buttons and see what sticks. Uh-huh. Look, that was coincidence.
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Art and Mysticism, Forgotten Objects is a collection written by Francis Sanders. In it he catalogs and categorizes objects from all ages and origins that are linked to occult or mystical practices. It is opened at the page of a dagger that bears a symbol that is not unknown to me. Alright. Occultism progression. Honestly, I have no idea how I managed that. But it looks like it was that. Like that there are no more buttons available, so happiness. I'm also extremely happy that it did not take me like 3 hours. Because like, really, honestly, I was just randomly mashing buttons. Closed, nice. Another painting. Where is kitten? This is art. This is someone's luggage, it looks like. We have a magnifying glass, a fire hazard. Who keeps locking their doors in the house? It's almost like they were expecting me. Do we see anyone there? Nothing here. Oh, it circles around. This is, I guess, where I came from. Okay. So this is actually not that huge house, I feel like. Because I was worried that I will not be able to like find my way around it, but it's actually fairly straightforward so far. Right? Kitten? Kitten. Let me close the door so we have some privacy. Kitten.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got
Toes?
a lot of bad habits.
Or maybe tail.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Well, you. Painting, another painting can create problem. Where is you? Where is the heart option? Game. Why do you not allow me to flirt with kitten? I've got to verify the painting for a buyer? Nah. I'm not here to create problems for you. This is true.
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
So, are you happy to see me? Let's not, perhaps. Maybe. I don't. This, I feel like that's sticking our nose where it doesn't belong. I do want to ask you what
And you?
you're doing here.
What brings you to the
Were you looking
Sanders
for
home?
me, by
I'm
chance?
here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings.
Is
She doesn't intend to
business
hang
your
around here for
pleasure?
long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me.
Oh,
And
sweetheart.
I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but you're not here to burn them? You are here to resell them? No, I cannot allow that.
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
But like, can we read together? What? You have nice ears.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope for ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning for you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the Shambler. Your friends are Hawkins. Very well. Let's close it. No need to be messy.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Have I read it before? This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as messengers sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. Kitten, do you have a key for this? I don't want to break it. I mean... Malleus Bestiarium? Fuck it, read it. Oh, that's beautiful. It is a kind of encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Alright. Well, this is going to affect us. Probably significantly. Dissertation on an anatomical question. It is the work of a student in book form. Although the observations are relevant, they lack the expertise of an experienced physician, such as myself. However, the questions asked allow us to imagine new ways of exploring human anatomy. So, probing and stuff. Okay, got it. So, Kitten. Ooh,
A
Dreamcatcher.
strange Amerindian pendant.
An ancient amulet, probably Amerindian. I wonder what its purpose could be. Is Amerindian just American Indian? Or is it something kinkier? Ooh, I looted it. Ah, hidden book. The Veil and the God. No, Code, not Code. A Brief History of Darkwater Island by Erwan Greenmouth. The Veil and the Code, or A Brief History, it is focused on the past glory of the island. So before eating of green flesh, did anyone try to burn something kinky? No? Nothing?
I could use one of those.
I found those sleeping pills in the Sanders house. They were prescribed to Francis Sanders or to Irene. Let's... Do we have it? Yes, I guess. And we actually should be ending our episode here. So when we get back, we will try to persuade Kitten to open that box. If not, we will try to find something else. If everything fails, we will just smash it to pieces like the manly, burly men that we are, and impress Kitten with our like 30% strength or whatever we have. Anyway, I have been Agitated Crane. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video, write the comment, subscribe to the channel, I don't know, notification, share, all that stuff. It helps the channel grow. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.